I managed to book the cheapest flight in the world for £1.45, and here's how I did it. So currently 3 a.m. Gatwick Airport, flight's at 6. Let's do this. For some reason, I don't think I'll be able to board this flight because the price is just too ridiculous. This cup of coffee costs more than a flight to another country. So now the very first thing I do when looking for a flight is consider the season. When to fly. So you've probably heard the word peak and off-peak. This is peak, this is off-peak. Peak, off-peak. You want to avoid peak seasons like the plague. Unless, of course, if that's your thing. Some people like that. Busy streets, busy buses, busy trains, packed out planes, busy hotels, busy swimming pools and saunas, and everywhere you go there's loads and loads and loads of people, i.e. summer months and holiday seasons. So off-peak seasons, October to February, are usually classed as dead zones. Here you can find flights as cheap as £13 to Spain, £15 to Portugal, £15 to Morocco. Now, as you can imagine, during this dead zone where no one's traveling is where they reduce prices to attract tourists. Why? Because the show must go on. Here's the fun part. When I scroll onto my booking, I see a VIP lounge, which is free to access. This is like, this is just mind blowing for me. Shall we? All this on a £1.50 flight, I can definitely get used to this. Alright, now you know the best months, so you probably want to know the best days. Tuesdays through Thursdays. Although Tuesdays seem to be the most consistent with cheaper prices. Now onto how I find the actual flights. Comparison websites where you can find multiple flights from multiple companies at a competitive rate. So they're all competing to be cheap. All right, moment of truth. Will I be able to board this plane with a £1.50 ticket? Every time I say it, it sounds more and more ridiculous. I paid £1.50 for this flight.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is my surprised face, by the way. And this will bring me to my third point. Memberships, offers, discounts, and promos. So on here, as you can see, it says get £10 off per person on every flight booking in the app. So if I were to book this same flight on the app, I should get £10 off. This flight is currently £11.90, which should bring my total to £1.90 for the flight, supposedly. But let's find out. All right, currently on the app, we're just gonna find the exact same flights and the exact date. There's actually a cheaper flight. We're gonna go for London Gatwick to Lyon. And as you can see, it says £2 for this flight. So we're gonna go ahead and click on that. Okay, so £2, but actually £1.90. Now, as I go to book it, because I've used trip.com quite a few times in the past, I've accrued some credit in 45 pence. So all the bookings I've ever made in my history on trip.com has given me 45 pence in savings. So this is where offers, discounts, memberships come in. So we're gonna deduct that 45 pence from our total of £1.90, and we will be paying £1.45 for this flight from London Gatwick to Lyon. I'm just checking myself out on my We are officially in Lyon, people. I have taken the cheapest flight in the entire world. All right, there you have it. Gonna head off and enjoy the city, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And download the app. And this is not a sponsorship, by the way, although I don't mind being sponsored by trip.com. Holla at your boy. Now, as much as finding cheap flights are fun, what's even better is a planet to live on. Offsetting your carbon emissions. So the obvious solution here would be not to fly at all, but if you do, try and look out for the carbon offset. It's super cheap and makes a world of difference.